again, a turtle, you can't just say turtle. You have to say why it's a turtle. And that part bothers me about the book. For example, if I work at desk and I see an injury similar to that, and I think, as a human being investigator, that it's a turtle, well, I should go back into the pond and find turtles.
It's true.
And then I should kill those turtles, bring them onto shore. No, I'm serious. And you literally take the turtle to the autopsy and compare the mouth sizes and the tissues. You autopsy the turtle's stomach contents to see if there's... That's what they do in those cases. If an alligator grabs a kid, they kill the gator, they cut the gator open, they look for tissues or injuries inside the gator to confirm it's the same gator. I mean, but I don't see anything where they attributed the injuries to an animal and didn't confirm there was an animal.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is lazy at best. You think about it, this is what I was going to tell the detective if the autopsy photos don't support it. Is, okay, you said it was a turtle that caused the injuries. What evidence do you have it's a turtle versus it being an alien from outer space? Because you have the same amount of evidence that it's an alien from outer space as you do that it's a turtle, which is none.
Exactly.
Right? You can't just declare it's a turtle. Now, if they found, 5 turtle scratch marks next to the face that measure up directly to a turtle's claw print, because turtles have claws, those water turtles, and they articulated that, said we found a turtle and it's the type of turtle. Okay, well, you've not just said turtle, you've now researched the turtle and found the turtle and found supporting evidence to support your turtle theory. I don't see that. They just, the kid has injuries, must be a turtle. Oh, the kid's in the lake, must be a drowning. It's a quick closure on a very large agency. That Jacksonville's a huge agency.
And also, multiple people saying that the child is autistic when the mother has never said that. Or nonverbal.
Because you speak.
Yeah, I mean, who said the kid's autistic? That's the point. Like, you just declared that?
Her best friend on the police recording that you is in your file claimed he was autistic.
And I never said that.
And she told us that she never said that, which is clear as day that she said that on the phone.
Well, see, that's another thing. I'll give you an example. If I'm a patrol officer and I respond to a missing 80-year-old, and then I find the 80-year-old in the woods dead 3 days later, I might go, oh, shit, somebody murdered the 80-year-old. But if somebody says it's a missing 80-year-old with Alzheimer's, I'm more inclined to go, oh, she must have wandered into the woods and died.
Exactly.
So the fact that piece of information about him being autistic was presented and false
multiple times throughout the video
could be an understanding as to why the cops closed it so quickly. Does that make sense?
Because if he autistic, children with special needs love water. So they just associate him with loving water, pretty much.
Right. And the autism spectrum is so big. What does that even mean?
Exactly.
I mean, Elon Musk, the head of SpaceX, is autistic.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean he doesn't know not to jump in a lake. Right? The whole thing's ridiculous.
First, it was a fish that bit his face, according to the sheriff. Now it's a turtle. It's like they just like, the damage to my son was not in the autopsy. The damage to his face was not in the autopsy. His teeth missing was not in the autopsy.
Right. Yeah. I agree with you. So I want to remind you, because I know that it's hard for you because it's your son, and I know that mother, like, why did there's a note in the computer automated dispatch report that I read that says the caller to 911, and they coded it mother, like grandmother or godmother, said that Gavin was autistic.
That come from the godmother, never from me. When the moment I know my son was gone, I started running. I'm in the wood, I'm in the parkway, I'm just running everywhere looking for my son. I never told her you have autism. I have his IEP, that's why you have a language delay, not autism. I never told them that.
What did you say he has?
A language delay, a speech delay. I have his IEP to prove it. I bring it with me when I come down.
Okay, well, I believe you, of course, but this is all stuff that I can show times higher rate of drowning. So they jumped to the conclusion that he was autistic.
Because that's the story they wanted to sell. That's the story they wanted to go with, because if you say you love water, right away you have autism.
Why did the godmother say that?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to find out. I was supposed to leave on Monday. She booked my flight for Tuesday. I didn't want to go to that lady's house because we had the party on Sunday. So she make her business for us to go to this lady's house again to sing for her. Why?
So the lady's house was not your...
No, we were at the hotel. We are at the hotel.
That's important too, and I'll tell you why. Adam was mentioning in my call to him yesterday that there's two issues. The first issue is the homeowners association, the failure for them to put up a protective barrier here in Florida. That's number one. He wants to sue. Number two is her homeowner's insurance could be part of this.
Good.
And we were going to stay away from that because we thought the home was one of your family
No,
members.
not family.
So we'll unleash hell on them.
Yes,
At this
yes,
point. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
I didn't want to go. I was forced to go. And when I get there, my son was on top of me. She was like, put him down, let him go play. Usually when I'm with my son, if I need a break from him, I give him my phone.
Right.
Let him go play, let him go play.
Right.
I know I'm not supposed, we have to investigate, but I believe in my heart, everything was planned.
Okay.
And this is why I need to find out what happened to my son.
Okay.
If any point, will I have to get his body, take out his body so they could see his legs was working? Do we need to do that?
If we have to do that, it's an astronomical legal feat. And we would have to sue not only the homeowners association, we would have to sue the sheriff's office.
That's the goal. Because you know what, my son, his organ was removed without my consent. But guess what though? If you have a child that just died in a pond, would you say I'm gonna go in the pond to get my child? Because I said that my so-called friend had me checked in a psychiatric ward. So how will I be around if I was in a psychiatric ward? The next day I had to pretend I'm normal, not crying, so I could see my son. 11 a.m. the next day. Okay?
Yeah.
And she's a doctor, her husband is a doctor. But they were scared for my safety, they to check me in the psychiatric ward. Why?
Right.
So something's very wrong.
I think
We are no longer friends as of now. We're not friends no more. And she's targeting me in every way possible. For Thanksgiving, you know what she did? She had my mother by her house for Thanksgiving. She cannot wish me, so she's targeting everybody around me.
in the house when Gavin turned up missing.
Everybody was playing outside, which was her idea. Put him down, let him go play. I spoil him too much, you need to play. Gavin, if he walk away, somebody took his hand to walk away. He didn't just walk away.
Well, if he was murdered, the only person you can sue is the murderer. Because he's the person who is the sole cause of the death. If I determine that your son could not have been murdered, which I'm not done yet, let me be clear,
Yeah.
then the option would be to sue the homeowners association and the property appraiser.
So that's how.
I think he was just telling you the guidelines he has to fall with it.
But I just.
Even if he didn't.
I have my sister with me as well because we both were a little confused.
Yes. So even if he didn't drown or it was found murdered, wouldn't it still be the case that a body was able to be able to be dumped there?
No.
That wouldn't be a case, even though other children have the same injury on their face. What would that mean?
Because when I spoke to him, he said he's seen that injury before from other kids that was supposedly drowned in a pond.
If the police do their investigation correctly, then they would have gone to the pond and collected turtles that are of size to cause the damage, or alligators. The Department of Fish and Wildlife would come out, try to determine which animal predated, it's called. And then they would do autopsies on the turtles and say, yes, we found tissue matching your son in its abdomen.
Right.
And therefore we know that they're right. So that would have been the correct way to do it.
So if they didn't do it correctly, would that be means to sue them?
It would be means to sue them, the police department.
Exactly.
Yes, it would be means to sue the police department for not doing a proper investigation. But that also means, but that doesn't make it murder still. Do you follow?
I mean, upon your investigation, of course, because I know you're the PI and you're going to do what you need to do. But
Right.
she would be able to sue the sheriff's department if need be, if that is found that turtle was not euthanized, right?
Yeah, I'll go one further. I think personally,
Yes.
and I'm just going to give you kind of a sneak peek. I think personally, you could sue the police department now.
I think so too.
Because there's a lot of shit that they haven't done. It's their job to collect evidence that
Exactly.
supports what they've determined.
Exactly.
And that was not done.
Now, you're